welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosie Victoria and I'm the creator of the Misfit Business Lounge. Now today we're going to be diving in to your star sign reading for November 2024. As always, when we're going into collective readings, this is about dissecting it and making it make sense inside of your reality. I'm reading for everyone, and so it's not going to be a personalized reading. Now Cancer, this is the month of love for you. I feel like you are on a journey right now of self-love and self-discovery, and things have felt very, very intense in your vibrational frequency. Now, one of the things that I keep hearing is that you've been harsh to yourself. You've been unkind to yourself. You've been quite harsh to yourself. And I feel like this month you need to realize how to be kinder to yourself, because when you're harsh to yourself, you're dismissing and you're numbing your feelings. And right now you have a lot of feelings and a lot of anger around how other people have treated you, but you're in this self-blame situation. And this self-blame situation is making you feel bad about yourself, when in reality, what's happening is you have these unresolved situations in your energy field that you are putting onto yourself. You are blaming yourself rather than processing and being willing to move through. And so what I'm seeing right now is that there's a need to move through that self-blame and actually step into the who are you angry at. There is somebody in your reality that has really, really made you angry, and you're struggling to vocalize that and get that across your chest. I'm seeing this big disconnect inside of the throat chakra, almost like you have things that you want to say, but you feel like you don't know how to vocalize it. This is your time now to start getting things off your chest. Problems are not going to just disappear. They're very much here and they're very much real. And until you have these difficult conversations, you are going to keep coming up against a brick wall. Now, what I'm seeing for you, Cancer, is that there's somebody else involved in these conversations. It feels like an approaching of anger, almost how you're having to tell other people that they've made you angry and what they've done that's contributed to the situation that you are currently in. Because a lot of you might be experiencing burnout and disconnect and fear and all of these very, very heavy emotions, but there's been a contributing factor towards this. It hasn't just happened overnight. And a lot of you have had contributing factors for a large period of time, meaning for years and years and years, you've been going through these experiences and energy and emotions have been bottling up and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, the thing that's coming to the surface here is that in trying to ignore them, you haven't pointed blame where blame is at. Now, I'm not saying hold on to anger because it's not beneficial for you in any way, shape, or form. But what I am saying is there's somebody at the root of this that has caused this anger, and conversations need to be had. You need to get things off your chest, more for yourself and giving yourself permission to move forward, because you are somebody that unless you have clear conversations, you can't move forward. And there's something about the last couple of months, the last couple of years where you feel like you haven't had a chance to have the depth of the conversation. And so it's been so easy for things to bottle up and brew inside of you, when in reality, you want to point the finger and say, I'm not being funny, I've let this slide for so long, but how you treated me and what you did was not okay. And there's an anger. Now, this is going back a few timelines. This is not a recent event. It's actually going back a few timelines. And the thing that comes to the surface here is that you've never been able to process those earlier timelines. And so if you go backwards right now to the time that really hurt you, it feels like everything's been at a cause and effect since then. And so things, obstacles, struggles, disconnect, it's kind of piled on since this root cause. However, you've been blaming everything but the initial root cause. And right now you need to go back to that initial root cause. Now, whatever this situation is not just affected your emotional well-being, it's affected your sense of security, because I'm seeing a lot of root energy. And remember, our sense of security is not just how we feel internally, the love that we give to ourselves, it's also our finances, it's our sense of trust, it's our home life. And it feels like it's very much affected that root energy, that root security energy. And so there's something that you need to overcome now inside of the root to give yourself a deeper sense of clarity and a deeper sense of security. You feel like somebody robbed you of your security. And so until you get that conversation off your chest, you've almost been redefining that cycle by rejecting yourself, and it's time to clear this now. I feel November in general for a lot of us, and for the grand uprising of the planet, we're going through a clearing, we're going through an energetic release and an energetic shedding, and this is something that we need to experience in order to rebirth ourselves and claim ourselves at the highest level. It feels like an ending for you this month, as though by getting these things off your chest, you're going into an ending. You're finally able to call it quits with the things that hurt you and move forward into this new chapter. And so whilst this month feels very energized and very sensitive, it also feels like it's coming to an end. And I feel like you've needed that ending. You've needed that signal of the ending. And it's finally here and you're able to push forward into a new direction now moving forward. So thank you very much for allowing me to read for you, Cancer. If you've enjoyed this reading, drop me a like and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more monthly readings where we will dive into your star signs and also provide different science videos, spirituality videos, energy-led videos. Stay tuned for all of the juiciness. And if you do want to join my private psychic mediumship circle, then follow the link down below because we are now enrolling.